Oh my word. Welcome back again to the Logan's Hour. Today is Tuesday, February 1, 2022. Welcome to the Logan's Hour. Today is Motivational Hour. We have so many things to discuss today. Let me get my microphone to my mouth. I know we got so many things to discuss today. Today going to be interesting because we are more involved with the young people and shifting their opinions and seeing how well we can have a better future for the younger ones. So that's why we will not stop talking about the younger generations. That's why anytime we come here on Tuesday, expect that Tuesday going to be motivational hours. But today, hopefully, we might just drive into some other things that is happening, some trending national issue as well. On to all of my decent follower, to all of those committed people who always log on to the Logan's Hour, I want to say thank you. We really do appreciate you. There's a whole lot of things we can all do together as a people and as a nation. So I want to first of all recognize all of my people that always tune in and share this show. I want to say thank you so much. You can also get this show on YouTube when you log on to Logan's Hours on YouTube. You're going to see everything going to display as well. I want to say thank you so much for everyone who always come on and just making this show your own. We really do appreciate you guys. We tell you thank you. We love you. Trust me, man. Imagine, man. Look at my hair. Yes, you know I cut my hair. You see how my hair. Some of you who been laughing at my hair say my hair so big. You see how it's real big. That's why my hair don't fit in anybody's mouth. That's why it give me the confidence. That's why it make me brave sometimes to say what I say, because the size of my hair cannot fit in anybody's mouth. But on the other side today, there are some issues that we will discuss, and we will deal with our motivational hours today. But we will look at the other side of JFK as well, because there are so many issues when it comes to JFK and the health sector in Liberia. I remember on Friday, I have one of the representative hopeful of district number 8, Mr. Samuel Morris. He was here, and I asked him about his policy specifically on health issues, and he tried to explain a few of the things that he would do when it comes to health. But I think when it comes to health in Liberia, it has to be holistic. The government need to get involved with when it comes to health issue, because right now, trust me, it's sad. The health situation in Liberia is ready sad. Though we will also talk about the Zogos and things that they are involved with. We will talk about Zogos. We will talk about the other side of JFK, because JFK. Sorry, I started playing this video already. Okay, so JFK, the government, and the rest of the other people who work at JFK, they have always tried to portray the good side of JFK, and they do not talk about what is happening within JFK. Have patients and other people do not even have a better treatment when it comes to the health facility in Liberia. People are lying on the ground when patients are being made to they have been abandoned and sleeping on the floor. Can you imagine in this day and age where you go to the hospital, you suffer from some complications, and you are at the verge of dying, and JFK telling you that we cannot we cannot we cannot do anything about your situation except you pay some funds, and even to the point where the people have to go and gather some of the money to pay. JFK state telling you that we cannot do anything about it except you pay all of the money. And it is so dead sad. Today, when on Sunday, somebody from the Logan's Hour visited JFK on Sunday, and the news came from JFK, the information that was disseminated to this platform, and the video footages that we have. Trust me, I don't need to go through and just try to show you some of them, because if I dare show you some of them, you will feel so sad. You will feel so sad. You won't really believe what is going on in Liberia. You won't really believe what is going on with the health sector, specifically JFK. I'm talking about JFK today because that's where every one of us, every Liberians, regardless of where you find yourself, you have family members in Liberia. You have people in Liberia. We can't abandon JFK. We all have to get involved. We have to do these things together. You see, the reason why I'm stressing more on JFK that we cannot avoid what is happening there because if you live in the USA, you live in the diaspora, whatever place you find yourself today, you have family who's back home. You have family who back home. You have somebody who going to JFK tomorrow. You have somebody who going to be treated in a disdain fashion. Are we just going to sit here and just allow it to be? We're not getting involved with it. We only care about what suits us. There are some footages from JFK when my reporter went there on Sunday, and they took those photos and to even make it to authenticate those photos and videos. They interview some of the patients to see how far we have gone with these things. Just to bring you the news. We're not getting paid for this, but we owe it to you. We owe it to the Liberian people. We owe it to everybody from everywhere. I know sometimes they want us to talk about the good side of our country. Yes, indeed, we have to talk about the good side of our country. But yet instead, there are some other wrong things that are going on that need to be addressed. There are some things that need to be addressed. If I just show you what is going on in JFK just now, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. It is sad. It is a sad reality to see people lying down on the floor in this day and age, man. You see a lady coming from the bathroom who's been treating herself. Can you imagine? A patient got to go and put her own bandage on her hand and literally treating herself in this day and age. The government biggest referral hospital, JFK. That patient have been abandoned. Patient lying on the floor. Where is the health minister? Where is the gender minister as well? Because when you go to JFK, you find children, you find women, you find male. Everybody is in JFK lying on the floor. Patients have been abandoned. Nobody even looking after them. I know today is our motivational hour. We will talk more about the motivations. But let's talk about what is happening in Liberia too. Let's talk about JFK specifically. My emphasis more is on JFK today because what is happening at JFK, if you dare see some of the photos of JFK, you will be sick to your stomach. You won't believe what is happening at JFK. It was just on Sunday. Can you imagine? Though I really don't broadcast on Monday, so I couldn't just break the news on Monday. But let's just see some of the footage of JFK right now to tell you what is happening at JFK. Because it is sad. I know I'm saying it. People be like, so what's really happening at JFK? But if you don't have strong heart, you don't have to watch it. I would just play some of them that it's much easier for you to just see people explain their ordeal at JFK. Watch this one.
I want you to be talking about it a little bit. Be talking about it. So what happened to the girl?
Like this girl, she's accident patient. A mom now.
Yeah.
Since she been lying down, no doctor to attend to her. You see her, the whole back part, the bare soul. They come and look. The doctors they come make their rounds and just sleep. The old lady, the drug she went through operation for surgery for appendix, and she got school children. They are all boys. They are not working, doing nothing. So they see the child there for you. So we the patient, I'm a patient. I did operation too. Yeah. But we didn't before. Yeah. How she take her drugs, how she take her medicine. We have to give her food to take care of her. And the other day, they all came. So we go for skin drop. But no, they say we have to take half of her money.
For the people.
They can test you. So she gets to her 2 cents.
How much is the money? How much the money?
$260,000.
Liberian dollars?
Well, $156.
$156, yes. It's another patient
This one too. Or all my boys too. Only my brother can come and look after her here, and she's just lying down there.
Okay. Another person there, right?
Yeah, but she won't die bathroom.
Yeah.
She been here for over 4 months. She paid up, she tried to pay almost like 800, but because of the balance money, they put up on the floor. From there, she has started creating foot problem now. From the cool on the floor.
Wow.
And they say she has to pay half of the money.
She got it.
She not dress her, so okay. She
There you have it. You see what I'm talking about? We are talking about JFK today. See what happening in JFK. Look at your government hospital. Look at in this day and age, in the 21st century, that patients have been abandoned. People lying on the floor. People lying on the floor in JFK. The places, so sometimes when those in the diaspora turn to Liberia and sometimes refer to Liberia as a death trap, then those people live Liberia, they get angry. They believe, why you have to say that? You ain't supposed to say it. But look at JFK. Let me just play another one for you again.
And he giving me this.
nothing.
But I feel.
You have to buy your food for it. And I put all food in and I just begin. One point I know when you look around, the young folks there, they will pay level. Me, I just, maybe too small for that kind of thing. Now she was really lying down that she made a mistake and she said she was crying here just now. I kind of think they have to be careful because that's something that open and testing this.
Yeah.
So I already asked him whether she really need to go in or not because of the money they see. Because when they say to her, they put in the health or because of the money. And she has spent one of the time, they said too much she should go to see, but sometimes she can manage to tell them. But they say something. And the doctor came, the foreign doctor said, he said, well, they tell her to go and she but this is a hospital. Before you carry things that you don't bring with you. Because anybody, they were 8 fish here all year. They took one death from here. So you talk about coronavirus, you talk about social distancing, then you 4 people in the room with that. Everybody got the sickness. That was dressing of him. She was
Still there. Coming from dressing herself because the doctor cannot look after her when she's on the ground. Everybody in the hospital have to dress themselves. Have to buy their own plaster, their own clothes. So she just went dressing herself because no doctor can look after her.
from the hand now, from the ground and the foot have been affected now. The poor entering the bones. So they do their own things there by themselves. Yeah, they just
There you have it. I have tons of videos that if I try to just play all of them tonight, they're going to sicken you to your stomach. Imagine the government biggest referral hospital in Liberia. Places where we're supposed to feel comfortable to run when we are sick. People have been abandoned, lying down on the floor, have no doctor and nurses to cater to them. You saw the other woman, her stomach is open. The other woman come from the restroom, want to dress her own self in this day and age. JFK of all places. Where is Dr. Wilhelmina Jala? Where's all the people who's in the health sector? Look at JFK. We're discussing JFK. Let's talk about JFK. I know we'll talk about some of our motivations and we'll talk about what we have to do on the motivational hour. But look at JFK. See what's happening. What is it our country is going back war? See patients lying on the ground, people crying. You heard the other girl talking about she has been almost literally incarcerated because that's how it look like. If you cannot pay your bills, you cannot leave the hospital. In this day and age, man. I know that very few people are going to talk about that because of the rest of the country. Everybody is just looking at politics, looking at who's going to be the next president, who's going to be the next lawmaker. But we really don't care about things that matters. The health of a person is matter than just that politics you're talking about every day. A healthy people produces a healthy nation. If your citizens are dying, poor health care, where is that country going? See what is happening at JFK. I know we don't want to talk about it, but imagine in this day and age that somebody going to be lying there. Look, it's
So yeah, want you to be talking about it a little bit. Be talking about it. So what happened to the girl?
Like this girl, she accident patient. A mom now.
Yeah.
Since she been lying down, no doctor to attend to her. You see her, the whole back part, the bare sore. When they come and look, the doctors they can make their rounds and just sleep.
yeah, what happening to that woman? She had an accident, went to the hospital in critical need, fighting for her survival in a country that can't help you. The health sector is messed up. When the president decided to pay a visit to the hospital, they take him to the side that everything is okay. When people making donation to the government hospital, they politicize it to seek due relevance. Seeing somebody lying down in bed and fighting for their life. See the other girl, because if you don't pay the 26,000 Liberian dollars, converted into US dollar, it's almost like $200. She won't leave the hospital. What is happening today? Our country is degenerating. When we think we are improving on one side, another side is getting so messed up. Why JFK will be going like that? What patient in this day and age will be abandoned by nurses? I remember I have a horrible experience when I went to JFK before, but I felt things have changed. When they bring in all the big doctors and nurses who have worked all around the world, doctor with a million jada and all the places, you feel that yes, that actually things going to be the way it's supposed to be. But notwithstanding, things has things are even gotten worse. Look at a patient lying down, and you know she really needs her help, and you abandon the patient. Hey God. But nobody talking about it. Even when you talk about it, some of the people from the hospital or some of your friends who are in government, they feel because you want to seek relevance. They feel you're looking for attention. You're looking for attention. You're just trying to elevate the voices of those that can do it for themselves. You expect a woman who lying on bed to get up today and go talk about her illness. You expect a little girl who has been incarcerated in the hospital for some time now. You expect her to get up and go talk to the radio station. But we that can do it, we that have the energy to do it, we won't stop speaking the truth. We won't stop talking about it. We know somebody up there listening to our voice. Who knows? Sometimes the little 5, 10 views or 30 views or 40 views we have, one of them could be the president listening and watching the kind of video tonight and seeing how his people at JFK, how his citizens, that he took the oath to protect their lives. They are lying dead. Like the other video I have, I can't play it because the lady said, I'm only here now to just die. They left me here to die. They told me, say, they will come back for me when I'm dead because I have nobody. When you see yourself healthy today, be grateful. When you see yourself in another country today that able to provide health care for you, be grateful. But don't stop talking about those that don't have it. Look at the other people at JFK today. They are struggling. Somebody's stomach open. They're going through pain. There's no kind of anesthesia. They're in pain and lying there. And they can find nurses and doctors to come and look after them. The lady lying there on her bed and the bed so sticking on a cloth. And she have nobody to turn to. Find yourself in a country that look at you and say, you are waiting for your time to die of curable stuff, easy things that can be worked on. But when we build rules, it's the breaking news. But what happened to the hospitals? Our parents, our brothers, our sisters, they are dying. I just show you the other side of JFK. Every day, they're showing you the real side, showing you this side, showing you that side. I just showing you what happened in JFK. I just sent a reporter there on Sunday. All of these videos came from JFK on Sunday. And you hear the people explaining. If you just join or if you don't know, this is the Logan's Hour.
They all scream. So let's go for a skin trap. But bill is they say we have to pay half of our money.
For the
They
people.
can test you. So she get to home. And see
How much is the money? How much the money?
216,000.
Liberian dollars?
Well, $156.
$156, yes. It's another patient.
this one too. Or my boys too. And only her brother can come and look after her here. And she's just lying down and they're screaming.
Another
They
person
are
there,
from
right?
here, but she going to die from.
Yes.
She's been here for over 4 months. She tried to pay almost like 800, but because of the balance money, they put her on the floor. So then they have started recreating.
I can go through. I can just play this video. I can just continue playing to the end. This is JFK for you. Imagine in your country, because you owe battle money, they take you from the hospital bed and put you on the floor. Imagine your patient is left to lie on the floor. Hey, man. I thought we were supposed to elect people who will look after us, but we have been left to look after ourselves. See, the lady's stomach is open, no data. The other lady lying on her bed, the bed sore, eating her up, no datas. Let's talk about this, everybody. This shouldn't just be about those living in Liberia. This should be about you. This should be about me. This should be something that we have to share around. Tag somebody. Share the news. Help your sisters and mother who in JFK that's suffering from this problem right now. As I speak, they are in JFK. Some of them have been held hostage. This don't have to be on a BBC or on a bigger radio station before you can think about spreading this message. Share it with everybody you know. It might just reach to the health minister. It might just reach to the president. It's about time that we need the president to get involved. The president needs to call the health minister and check the JFK to know what is happening with people in JFK. This is not story that I'm explaining to you that happened 5 months ago. This is just Sunday. That our people went to JFK to get the news from JFK, what is happening. And you saw patients explaining what is happening or what is unfolding at JFK. Let's do this together. It can just be about us doing it. You can help to change this thing. Now, it is your sister, it is your brother, it is your mom, it is your uncle, it is your auntie who's lying on a hospital bed and can't even pay her hospital bills. And because she cannot pay her hospital bills, she cannot unite with her family. The hospital saying you're going to be held hostage, and in fact, while we're keeping you hostage, we will seize what you have. Imagine the hospital taking you from on the bed and putting you on the floor. Imagine you have to be left alone with a soul that need assistance, and you have to dress your soul yourself. It is so disheartening. I'm serious. This is sheer weakness. And we have people who in the hospital who are trained. And when you are in the hospital and trained, you are trained to protect life and property. And me say, innocent lives. You are not in the hospital because you want to be in the hospital, though the government paying you, but your sole purpose in the hospital is to protect lives. That's why you took an oath. You cannot allow a patient to just lie down and die, except the patient sign their own death waiver. You know, in a way where the patient is not able anymore, and you have tried everything and you have exhausted all mechanism, then the patient family can decide and say, yeah, allow our brother or our sister to go and rest. But see what is happening at JFK. Mr. President, Madam Vice President, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Senate Pro Tem, please, to all of the senators, the representatives, our sisters, our brothers, our mom, our children, they are all at JFK. You'll get involved. Everybody here who watching me tonight, share this story. Somebody somewhere need to know about JFK, what is happening at JFK. The people just showing the good side of JFK, making you to feel everything is okay in JFK. We have to send our independent reporter at JFK to give us a story at JFK. This is sad. This is unthinkable. This is nothing that anybody can sit down and just let go. I know right now the news is everywhere that what happened to the first lady. I sympathize with the first lady. I empathize with the first lady as well. But innocent people losing their lives. I know everywhere today, even all of the radio station. The only thing they had to talk about today was the first lady and how Ava Tokba said some things that were so distinct, and it was denigrating to the first lady and the president of the Republic of Liberia. But yes, see what is happening at JFK today. We are not talking about any of those, but we care about the image of the first lady and the president. I empathize with the first lady. I have a wife. I have a daughter. And I won't allow anybody to write any story on my wife and my daughter in a minor that Ava Tokba did. But can we throw some light on JFK? Seeing our sisters, our mom, they're lying on bed. Ava Tokba wrote a book, and he said a whole lot of things about the president. Some of the things he said about the president, it's not things that people want to read about or see or talk about. While the president went to him and discussed his private affairs, and he decided to write it in a book. I know it's so disheartening that he would write that about the president, but on the other end, what happened to JFK? Why can't we talk about JFK issue? Why can't we talk about the problem that JFK is confronted with right now? But all we care about right now is what Alpha Tokpa said about the president. Oh, Alpha Tokpa said the president this, the president that. So it is the breaking news in the country right now. Everywhere you turn, it's Alpha Tokpa and the president. But we forgot about what happened at JFK, my people. We're forgetting. So, listen, I don't want us to forget about what happened at JFK. I know we want to talk about Ava Tokpa, talk about the president. What Ava Tokpa said about the president's wife, it wasn't good. Especially in chapter 1. I ordered the book already, the book coming from Amazon. The reason I ordered the book is $20, because I want to have an informed decision on this issue. I just want to go and read chapter 1 and chapter 3 according to what everybody is posting. I know chapter 1, it makes no sense that anybody would talk about anybody wife in this manner and talk about somebody mom, how the person mom, what happened to them, either they got raped or who was born first, who was born second. I don't want to know about that. I felt this is sad, this is despicable. This shouldn't happen to no woman. This shouldn't even be repeated by Mr. Avatopa. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Cummings for immediately taking action to dismiss Mr. Avatopa today. This is sad for Mr. Avatopa to write this in his book. But on the other hand, what is happening at JFK, it needs to be addressed. People are lying at JFK. They have been abandoned. Family members, they have been abandoned. Nurses abandoned them. They have no money to leave the hospital. They're just lying there. I know we're talking about what happened to the president's wife. I'm sorry, Mrs. Claudia. On behalf of the people of Indiana, we take this time to express our sincere apologies to what happened to you, what Mr. Avatopa said. But we want you to also talk to your husband tomorrow morning. Let somebody from the government go to JFK to see what is happening. These videos that I was just showing here, these videos are all from this Sunday. I sent a reporter to JFK to find out what's happening at JFK. And all of these were revealed to us. Your people have been in prison because of medical bills. Imagine that, Celine. You go to Eskenazi because you can pay the bills. The people say you will live here. In fact, lay down on the ground. Say. So what do you think going to happen next? The other lady explaining in the video, when I played the other side of the video to you, the lady said she haven't taken a shower for I don't know how long. Why? Because she cannot use the restroom. Why she can't use the restroom? Because she owes some money. So she's in a category that she cannot use the restroom. Amen. In this day and age. Mr. President, I'm sorry what happened. What happened to your wife? That was a complete distraction. Because I really intended to bring this story up today for it to reach out to other people who's in government that they can take this story and run with it. But what happened to your wife is a distraction. It distracted the whole thing that people don't even know what is happening at JFK. If you just join it or if you don't know what's happening to JFK, I'm just going to play one of these video games so you can see what is happening at JFK. This video, they are all fresh. They just came from Sunday. If you're somebody who have self-had, please don't watch it because it's sad when you listen to the stories of people who lie in JFK and they're just lying there and there's no nices. See what's happening at JFK.
I want you to be talking about it a little bit. Be talking about it. So what happened to the girl?
Like this girl, she accident patient. A month now.
Yeah.
Since she been lying down, no tattoo to her teeth. You see her, the whole back part, the bare sore. They come and look. The doctors they can make their rounds and just sleep. The old lady, the drug she went through operation for surgery for the appendix. And she got small children. They are all boys. They are not working, doing nothing. So they see the child there for years. So with the patient, I'm a patient. I'm a the operation too. But we just the her, yeah, how she take her drugs, how she take her medicine, I have to give her food to take care of her. And the other day, they all came. So let's go for skin drop. But uno bill is they say we have to take half of her money. They can test you, so she get to her 2 cents. And see
How much is the money? How much the money?
$260,000.
Liberian dollars?
Well, $156.
$156, yes. It's another patient.
this one too. Or all my boys too. And only my brother can come and look after her here. And she's just lying down now there moving.
God.
She
Another
get up
person's
there from
behavior.
here,
Yeah.
but she go in the bathroom.
Yes.
She been here for over 4 months. She pay up, she tried to pay almost like 800. But because of the balance money, they put up on the floor. From there, she has started creating foot problem now. From the cool, on the floor. And they say she has to pay half of the money. She not, she not, yes, so, okay, she.
There you have it. There you have it. I would just play the one that is good for the podcast because you don't want to play some stuff that is so graphic. When I show you some of the other videos, you're gonna cry. You're gonna be like, this can be in this day and age. Some of the media people, I know these stories they run for will be a story that they want to see in Front Page Africa, a story they want to watch on Spoon TV before they can talk about it, before they can share what is happening to somebody else right out there. Please, man. This is about people who really need. I know right now we are concentrating on the Zogos, the all disadvantaged youth, but these people in the hospital, they need us. Imagine you have been in prison because of hospital bill. Hospital bill. It's sad. I wish if I could change it, I'm going to change everything, but I can't, unfortunately. All I can do is to talk about it. That's why God gave me this voice that I choose not to just abandon and just allow to just go like that. That will speak about issues that confronts other people as well. But this is so sad. We can all do this together. We can spread the message. Sometimes the government people, they don't know it all. They go on people individual Facebook pages and find these kind of stories and share the story with the president or whoever person. We can do it together, people. So that's the issue with JFK. So in other news, I think we have been following over the weekend, and we been in contact with some of our brothers who today they are being called disadvantaged youth. And I had the privilege the other day to speak with one of them, and I've been wanting to bring him on the show so he can talk about show more light on what they are confronted with and what are those things that they need to do differently and how can they change their lifestyles. And he said there are so many things they want to talk about. They want to call on the national government to assist them with some other things that they truly need. But courtesy to Spoon TV were over to send some of their reporters like James Gude Flomo and Trojan Kezulu at the ghetto to find out what are some of the problems our brothers are confronted with. The reason we're talking about these because today is motivational hour, and we know motivational hour always talk about things that confronts young people and the environment and how can we change it. And the guys, they explain their stories. They talk about what they are confronted with. So not to just waste your time, let's go directly to some of what they were saying. Just watch this. We're not going to watch all of it. We're just going to watch it just for a few seconds and go to a different topic.
Well, folks, welcome. We are here in Liquid Town, specifically point four. There we are to talk to some of the disadvantaged youth. Remember the last time we were
You see your brother?
in street that is on Center Advantage Youth, and you listen to them. So today we've been in conversation with the team from Zimbabwe, where they are currently. So Trojan is going to lead the interview. Trojan. Thanks a lot, James. So once again, this is Spoon TV coming to you live from Point 4. Point 4 is on Bush Road Island. Of course, we're here
So if you've been hearing about disadvantage youth, Zugos, and other things,
in one of
let's just file it small so you can hear some of them
for
speaking.
the
9 years now, since 2005.
wow. So you've been in the streets now. Tell us, I mean, how is life like? How do you find making life in the streets?
Life is high in the street. So many advantage, disadvantage on us because we find ourselves in the street.
So what are some of the advantages people take over you in the street? Take of you.
Like our other person using the street life to harass people, to
Mm-hmm.
treat people. We're not leaving the room. So we just say now, get no man, no power, on by ourselves.
So how do you survive?
Some of us selling kush and grass in the street.
Cushion grass. What is
Yeah.
that?
Kush, I believe that selling people different selling almost like if you take 11, 15 minutes, you get high. You don't get brain, goes crazy, naked yourself.
Mm. So
Yeah.
how do
You
you
don't get brain, either eat sin.
how do you get the drugs that you sell? How do you get it? Because here you are, way down here. You're talking about this thing coming to sell.
So let's talk about this one a little before we go to the. You hear what the brother said? The brother said they sell couch and grass in the street. And the couch is something they took from Sierra Leone, or leaf they took from Sierra Leone, that if you just take it in, it make you go crazy. If you're not even careful, it make you to even take your own feces and put it in your mouth. Only because they want to keep hard. They want to keep themselves living in illusion and believe everything going to be okay. Is this problem their fault, or is the government fault? Is the country fault? It's everybody problem. The reason sometimes I say this is everybody problem because we have to address it from the point that we have to try to eradicate it or minimize it to a certain point. Because you see, the guys, every day, one person is getting introduced. Like I have a video here right now that I received from one of my person back home, and the video coming from Dupont Road, some part of Dupont Road area. Can you imagine, guys? Sorry if this might sign a little graphic. They're taking in drugs and they're in an upstairs building. If you do not have drugs, or if you do not have money to buy your own drugs, your friend man can tell you, say, listen, I will give you some of my hit. You will take 3-4 pool, but turn your right turn. And in Liberia, I'm telling you, guys turn the right turn, and a friend have sex with them and allow them to take 3-4 pool, or just to get high. And it is getting rampant in the ghettos these days because the so-called Zogos or disadvantaged guys, they know they can't go around women because all the girls don't want them anymore. Instead of go around their account, they take it into their own friends. They're going out with their own male friends in the ghettos only to get high. I have those videos here. I can't play it on the show because of Facebook. And not only for Facebook, but because of my viewers. You won't feel pleased to see somebody, a male person, going over for another male person only because of $2, $3 opinion. But because the man want to get high. If you go further in this video I was playing here, if you go to one of the other guy, he said something key. He talked about the DDR component of this drugs enforcement stuff here. You will see young children sleeping. Hey, man. Let me go back small so you can see some of your own sisters. You see, we have to talk about these things because it affecting everyone of us that way. If we don't talk about it now, tomorrow, it might just be too late. Listen to her.
Start selling. What sort of business do you do? So that's why you won. And can you give anybody the surety that, hey, okay, Asatu, we want to give you this money so you can start business, so you can leave the street, and promise us that you will not go back there. Will you hold on to that promise? Yeah.
You would do so. Okay, so yeah, I don't know whether James has a further question to ask her.
My only question to my sister, what you really want.
You see, you can hear for her voice. I want money to go do business. You sure you be sincere to yourself? Yeah. But you think that woman that you're looking at right here on the screen, if you give her money to go do business, what do you think she's gonna do? She's gonna come right back in the ghetto and smoke it. Because there are certain things the guy said, one of the guys in the video said, he said there are certain period, it's called a June. When that period of June get in you, you don't want the drugs to leave you. Because when that period comes, when the drugs about to leave your body, your skin starts to itch. You start feeling like you're about to die. So even that's why you see, he said something. He said, nobody who is ready on drugs want to go to jail. Because if you're in a jail and that period of June come on you, you have no option. You want to kill yourself. So you don't want that period of June to catch you in jail. So that why you see street guys will always try to run when they see police because they know when they grab you and carry you to jail and that period of June come on you, you just there. You confused. You see, we have to talk about these things because if we ain't know it today, hey, yeah, it might just be too late. It might just be too late. I know today we see it as nothing. We see it as nothing. But we have to address it from the point where everybody have to get involved. Everybody. Me, you, your son sitting there, your daughter, because who knows? Your daughter may just fall in one of the guy's hands. And she come back to you, oh daddy, I'm really in love with the one. So at that period when your daughter is in love with him, what you going to say? You're in love with a street guy, and your beautiful daughter going to leave the home. Your beautiful daughter going to leave the home. Only because she want to be with the person she feels she with. Trust me, these are stories that we have to handle if we don't. Let me go back to the ghetto story so you can see what I'm talking about. It's important we discuss these things. Listen to the other guy from Lure. He fought war. See how the guy is very smart, very articulate, and he's in the ghetto.
You don't want to get into problem because yeah, it's not. Yes, you can't do foolish there. They can look at your friend. Hey, your friend, your friend belong to you. You're bearing the consequence of it.
Okay, okay, Full Star. Thanks a lot. Let's talk with the advisor. Full Star is here. Let's talk with the advisor. You get to just face the camera.
See the advisor.
Okay, yeah, just come.
They got fought for Lure.
All right,
Lure
turn
Rebel.
around to the camera. All right, you are the advisor. Advisor meaning, of course, before the leadership takes a decision, they got to come to you and say, advisor want to take this decision, and you give them the right.
Nurture them.
Yeah, nurture them the right way. So tell us your name.
Yeah, come on, general history. Come on, our solo, our different law.
Oh, so you fought for Lord.
Yes.
Okay. You were demobilized, were you?
I was disarmed, but not demobilized because they left out the RR component, and the RR component make all vulnerable on the street today. Because by the way, we should have been disarmed, demobilized, reintegration, and rehabilitation. We have been the RR are not been completed. So that was get off vulnerable on the street. Because I will go through skill training. I'm going to make everybody empower and support your family. Because if I learn my tendency, I think I can live on that to take care of my family. But because of nothing of that, I was me all in the ghetto, smoking, doing other things.
Of course, yeah, you are a trainer who knows how to handle weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, you are very trained and you are here. So people will say, oh, the guys who were former combatants or ex-combatants are the ones carrying on armed robbery and all of that because you are not being, as you said, you are only disarmed, you are not rehabilitated and all of that. So what do you have to say to that?
No, but I know within myself and with my community, I found myself in. People know my character. We are not part of that. We have different means of getting our daily bread. Some of us go local, Some all go on the pier with fishing. Some people on canoe. Some people are cowboy. Some people wash car. Different things. Some people shine shoe to get a daily bread. But for going overnight to go and see, we don't have the kind of character among us.
Okay, so uh, now that we're in here, we're trying to actually know your plight, know some of the things you're going through. So if you were to tell the audience out there watching you right now, what are some of the things that you're going through here, both men, women, and I'm sure you got children here with you as well.
Yeah, the main problem we face here, people will go from different areas cause their problem. Security people will get kind of run up because we don't have got as they next time people will go in their houses with square blanket all on the ground. So when they come with their force, we are vulnerable to them. Because we don't want shelter, we in house. You say what you say, now they do what we do. They get kind of beat on us, any kind of way they feel, because we are vulnerable.
Recently, what happened on the T12 feed, they said to pick up people from here, and they said, you guys, some of you are responsible.
Even our the things, the people who had a room here, they put the thing outside and burn it for no reason. And we just go one person from here, the God that was serving, never one on our feet to go and cause any chaos.
You see, this is why we are talking about. We have our brothers living in the street, living outside. Rain comes, sunshine. Only because they are on substances, they are on drugs. Nothing we can do about it. I know sometimes, like the other day, I said we have to distinguish between uh, Zogos and drug athlete, but it's important that can you imagine female living in the ghetto telling you that she can sleep with 10, 11 men at night and it's not a problem? Listen to this lady right here.
No,
And you think it can help you?
I think he can do more than help for me. Yes.
Thanks a lot. I want to talk with this lady.
Listen to this lady.
Very beautiful lady.
Listen to
right
this
here.
lady, and you feel so sad.
Let's face the camera, ma'am. Tell us your name.
Jaconti Tope.
Jaconti, just speak a little bit loud.
Jaconti Tope.
Jaconti Trope.
Tope.
Oh, Tope. Okay, Jaconti, you are a female. You're here in this place called Fuel Water. How is life?
It's very, very hard.
What do you go through to survive, Jaconti?
When doctor fall, I can go in the street. I use myself with men before I get money.
Wow. So, I mean, Jaconti, I mean,
How much you make a night when you go out?
I can hardly make 2,000 to go a minute. It's very, very cheap.
how much do they give you?
100 and 150. I just for the whole to sustain myself.
So per night, if you are fortunate, because this is business now, this is business. So how many men do you get before you even get $1,000?
I can go out more than 30 men.
You hear that? If that is not sad, then I don't know what is sad. Woman going out with men for 100 Liberian dollars, equivalent to $1 US. Then she going all the way up to 30 men at night. And when she take the money, she come by right in the ghetto. She buy drugs before she buy food. Imagine the lady telling you she go away with 30 men at night. 30 at night. Listen to this other girl. She from a very good family. Very good family. But she found herself in the street. Any of us could be like these people here today. It's just that we fought hard to distinguish ourselves from these people that you see all here. Listen to the other lady here. She's from a very good family. Her parents talk to her, and she found herself in the street only because she starts to follow friends.
It's Sata Kamara.
You find yourself here. We were in Zimbabwe. You were there. You follow us here, Satan. Let's talk to you and know your problem. What is your problem?
What is my problem on the street right now? Because I get real feel from same age group and all all together, graduate from high school, and me, I'm not graduate from high school yet. Well, for my living, I do it for now. I go on the street, many have me. Sometimes I fall inside and beat me. Take my money like I suffer for. And I beg you to please help us. All the girl children are on the street. When I trade school, say, you're poor there. Check out the move in the left. That will find our safety. Because when I set the fire on the street, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes carry you one there, having you for a little of nothing. Then feel fun for me, but I don't know the other girls name. But on a plane, and auntie sir, and I'm really happy to be on the street because I'm 8 years on the street. I came on the street 2011.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Before 2011, how were you doing?
Before 2011, I went to my grandfather, Dr. Golafale, going to
You are
school.
Dr. Gola Fale's granddaughter?
Yes,
Dr. Kanda Gola Fale.
yes. My
The
grandfather,
famous doctor from the hospital D12,
Allen Clinic.
Allen Clinic.
Yes,
Wow.
it's
You hear that? You hear that? That could be you. That could be some of your children in the street. The late Dr. Gudafali. He's not happy to see his granddaughter in the street taking in drugs, going with guys in the night to sleep for 50 cents, dollar. Imagine a woman give herself to somebody for 100 Liberian dollars, equivalent to $1 US. Imagine you selling your proud, your body for $1 US, man. That's something we can talk about. There's this guy in this ghetto. I've been knowing him. They call him Rasta. He worked with some other radio stations. To see him in the ghetto today, it's sad. Listen to him.
Miss Agba Alfonso P. Wisse, commonly known as Agbalanga, the fearless one, son of the lion.
Son of the Drag Lion.
Yes, I am. It's a pleasure.
You are a Rastafarian.
Well, yes, I am a reggae artist recorded on YouTube. I got my video. If you want to see my video,
Let's
you
do
can.
something. Let's do something. Let's do
Come
something.
on.
Yeah.
In a the land, upon the land, war. In a the land, in our land, yeah. In a the land, upon the land, war. In a the land, in our land, yeah. Why you set it there? Full in your hands. The government, they are selling our crown, taking the resources, they give it to another. Why my brother died from Ebola? Why you sitting there full in your hands? The government, they are selling our crown, taking the resources, they give it to another. Why my mother died from Corona? In the land, upon the land, wo pragata, God. This is Agbalanga, the fearless one.
The fearless one. The fearless one. Okay, so you have such a talent, yet you are in the ghetto.
Yes, I am. Agbalanga work with radio stations. I work with 5 radio stations within this country. The country aware of me. I'm a comedian and a reggae artist, movie artist also. And I'm signed on a T-Bone Studio. So if you can go on YouTube, click on T-Bone Studio, you'll watch most of my video. Okay, Tamabono, all right.
Tamabono Studios, one of
Okay.
the biggest recording studios. They produce many great.
So there you have it. I can just go and play all of the stuff from the ghetto, from the street, and because today is our motivational hour, so that's why we're speaking on issues from the ghetto and JFK, and let's talk to somebody who needs help. Listen, if you are out there, a student or a teacher or a nice, or even working in corporate America, if you are ever taught of taking any substance or substances that can control you beyond yourself, or even if you go into taking cocaine, you better change your mind right now. There's this saying, that's the most sweetest thing on earth. It's not sugar, it's not honey. The most sweetest thing on earth is drugs. It make you to sell your car. It make you to abandon your family. It make you to sell your house. That's why they are called white girl. Most time when you see people going to taking drugs, they can say, I'm going to take a white girl. So now you have men telling you, so now when people see you and they see your behavior and see you reducing and see the way you look and they heard you're your own drug and they want for people to know, they just use a terminology like, hey, have you gotten a work girl? Or are you going over work girl? It's just to show that those that in the field knows what the person is talking about. Drugs is terrible. It's bad. Any young person who ever thought of going to taking drugs, or you're taking in drugs and you want to convince your friends to taking drugs, feel it's funny. It's not funny. You saw all the young people. You saw how they were looking. They were all into communities looking like us. They were all looking at us. Having a good time, living in a home. Like one of my friends, I can call her Nina, he was in CW. He was in a nice home, everything going on. He had a car he used to use. The moment he got introduced, that was the end. He couldn't understand nothing anymore. He walking, sleeping, slipper dirty, his foot's dirty. And you can't even be thinking about drugs, then you think about relationship, Mrs. Logan. Relationship and drugs. You see the other girl talking about she go out with men at night for $1. $1 US, which is $100 Lewote. And before she can even get $40, she have to go out with 40. That's what she said. Or 30 to get 30. And when she get $30, she run right back in the ghetto. Like this other guy, they interview him, he said he have 5 children. 5. Can you imagine somebody with 5 children abandoned all of his children and came to the ghetto? It's not funny. I know sometimes the people play politics with these things and they see it as, oh yes, it's enough. Let's deal with it the way it is. But it's not. Some of the guys in the ghetto, they are educated. They are so smart. But they are confronted with life realities. Let me play this guy for you to hear him, to know how some of the guys are smart. Listen to him.
Yes, so.
But the problem there is the 14 years were 40.
Oh, you are.
And I hold it going through up until only take it me with promise.
Now who you are fighting for?
I fight for child status. I fight for child status at any only new.
Okay. So then from the conference,
Yes.
we
From the promise and we have now work on it. I work for situation in my life down the street. I have 7 good children.
7 children.
Yes.
How are they surviving? Where are they?
They are surviving through my family because when I was work, when I was holding the gun, you help my family. And these are the things they influence on. They just took my children and forget about me.
So listen to that. Somebody with 7 living children on the street. And his family have to help the little babies because when he had gun, he used to help them. So it's like they have to reciprocate. Okay, since when you had gun, you used to help. Now you don't have gun. We're happy with your children. Imagine the children growing up and knowing the pa he's a zogos. He on the street. He jacking phones to survive. When he jacked the phone, the first thing he go look for drugs before he come back to look for food. He said it. I can play his voice for you to hear him saying that.
Weapon and all of that. Just
Yes,
listen to him.
I know about the caliber, I know about the VCT, I know about anyone point bring from I can even lose it and put it back together. And I will give you the hour.
Wow.
And put it back together. Yes, I know it from PDC Barry, shopping Barry away.
So are the ones people are afraid? I say, what would the men know about gun? They don't want to go outside the night to
my
go robbery.
During my time, I don't believe in harassment. I believe treating someone in the survey. Because I was working alone with my car. I'm a man who, when soldiers harass, they send me. I go and race. My racing thing is it can make surveillance happy. And the other racing thing can make surveillance hard itself. But anyway, I appear during that time, people will come out and lay complaint to me that they left our living.
Okay, so we're here now. Of course, here you are. I mean, what sort of help do you need, especially you?
Now,
who is a free person that knows about weapon and all of that? What sort of help do you need?
I went to Omeo once when they were recruiting the police in the AFL. I went, I applied. The people said they discovered marijuana people that they couldn't hold up because early were paying their own us. I can see. Because when we were in the barrel, the people called for in the barrel after the disarmament.
So let's just not to go through all of this. I just want to go to the last part. He said, listen to the last part of it here.
Smoking now was to put it on plate, to put grass there, we smoke it.
Wow.
The cocoa was there for us.
You buy drugs before you buy food. Why don't you
Yes.
buy food before you buy drugs?
Because the reason I joined in the habit
Listen,
to stop
listen to
so
him
that
from
small
here.
will take part inside. The first word from her mother is you are calling her small. It discouraged her. And you know what in the barrel and during that time, my commander was stay with me with the DKB, Daniel Brace Spread. We all together, Daniel Cheers, all encouraging her. The first man, which is the defense minister, went for our money in King, from all of the country in King, all we know, coming TP, myself, you know, some contract with anyone took that money. At the end of the day, we don't know where about.
All of that added to your frustration.
Nothing happened on.
So what can happen now for you now?
Now, at the mission, at the fishery, we are now is why the high level where are fishing. There's no machine, nothing. I'm pairing. Going on, I see if I get one or two pieces of pork, I'll come and buy drugs before I buy food.
You buy drugs before you buy food. Why don't you buy food before you buy drugs?
Because the reason I joined in the have it through tailor. They have it, I not joined it through friend. I joined the have it to self car. I smoke cocoa through tailor, which is Momo Jiba, Guro.
Okay.
That was the man our AD can on our AD can for him. He and Chucky. From the phone line, we come to the horse. When we come to the horse, the job was small was the thing they call do. Now they want the children smoking now was to put it on plate to put grass there. Okay.
Wow.
The cocoa was there for us to not see the guard the president. And we took guard president every since they release you another man come in. I have work guy the president. And I'm a Malaysia general.
You're a tree man, my man.
Yes. I was trained from two bases. I trained from second period, they brought me right program, I do the class. But this come around now, we told all me that we wanted to work alone with the government. But they deny because what they said we want now.
You see what I'm talking about? Some of these guys are smart. They're from good homes, but they are conflicted. They find themselves in the street. We cannot hinder them. We have to try to help. Because the reason I'm making more emphasis on this, because imagine the government in knowing these kind of things. What happened later on? It's a serious problem. Because if the government in know it, it's just gonna reach to the point where when the guys are all grown in number, the next thing they're gonna do is to come back on the street and challenge the government. They're gonna come back and challenge the government. And it's gonna be a sad one to see Zogos challenging the government. And the government need to do something now. The government need to do something now. The government can sit down and just know these people. The government need to get involved and see how they can solve this problem when it comes to Zogos. Because if they don't talk about Zogos, trust me, the worst going to happen. Today, when you follow the news in Liberia, every radio station you turn to today, they're talking about the president's wife. How Avatopa said this about the president's wife, and this. But we forgot about those in JFK are lying there, and the nicest and the doctors told them because you don't have the money, so just lay right here and pass. Hey man, I'm talking my own right now because I have the energy to do so. I have the time on my hand to do so. But you can do the same. You can spread the message. You can talk about ills in society as well. You necessarily have to have a platform like me to be talking. Not everybody have to give to talk to people, but you have a power to press that button on your phone to share. Be like Celine. It's not only the Logan's hour she share. Once she knows it's something of concern, she share them because just your share could reach to somebody who never thought this was going on, and that person could reach it to the rightful authority, and the rightful authority could get in, and you save life. Please, man, let's do this together. Let's help to change somebody's life. Because if we don't do it, it will not happen. I'm saying it today because I have energy. You also have the energy. I'm not less basic because I had some people want to see you up here. You're talking some things that is of national concern. If you less basic, you ain't got nothing to do. And they come there, they just pop in and pop out, and they don't take the information. Life is not all about you. If you have everything and somebody else need it, it's just your voice. Advocate for those that can advocate for themselves. I love you. I care about you, and I wish you always come here. And I want to say thanks to everybody who followed here tonight. Thanks to everybody who made comment as well. Mr. Hezekiah Logan, thank you for following. Um, Mrs. Logan, thank you for following. Celine, thanks for always sharing it with all of your friends. Thanks to everybody who always follow us. Thanks to my dear brother Shedrapa. Thank you so much for always coming on. Yes, Mother Logan, thank you for making some comments here as well. So, uh, Olivia Chey, thank you. Thank you for following as well. So, to everybody, we have so many comments that we can just put everything up here. So, I want to say thanks to everybody for following. We really do appreciate. We know that these are hard times on your data, especially if you're in a state or in a country where you have to jog between using your data to watch these kind of stuff and listen to information and using your data to make some calls. I know the difficulties. So when you log on here, I really do appreciate you. Those in the diaspora as well, leaving your busy schedule, you have to go to work and also listen to what I have to say tonight. I really do appreciate you. Today should have been our motivational hour, and today is our motivational hour. But we were just speaking to specifically things that is really is germane. Things that are very important that we needed to talk about. But notwithstanding, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for always following Logan's Hours. It's 7:28, and we go on hour now because the motivational hour is slated for just 1 hour. So I want to say thank you, like your dose, and we look forward to seeing you again on Thursday as usual. Thank you. Good night.